Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Woods. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls it and fires to the left. Shakes off the defender. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal getting them tackled.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. We're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dalton. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wideout. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Dalton. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the move, it's Woods. And some room to work. Gets it past the marker. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in normal Oklahoma.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where...
There he goes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Look out, he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Wall. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Woods. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Just keep slinging it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A little release to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast. And
oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Defense looks like they're coming. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Wall. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Wall. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense he lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking.
He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north.